All right, y'all, what's up? Today we got some homemade but not really homemade pizzas. One's a pepperoni and one is a cheese blend pizza with garlic vodka sauce. So I was working at I was working in the pasta aisle, right? With the pasta and the sauces, like for pasta sauce and all that kind of stuff. And it just kind of came to me once I got to the section with the sauces, and I've been eyeing that vodka sauce for a long time. It's like a regular vodka sauce, and then there's a garlic vodka sauce. I was like, man, I gotta do something with this, some kind of like pasta or something. But the first thing that really came to my mind was like putting it on a pizza because that section has like the pepperoni pizza that's not in the refrigerator section. So I was like, man, let me go ahead and do something like that. Get one of them little crusts because the crust is there too, little great value crust, the 2 pack, and yeah. So this is the pepperoni. I didn't cook them at the same time, so the pepperoni is slightly colder than the cheese one. But let's go in for a bite. Now, as y'all can see, there's a thin crust. I'm not a thin crust guy, but that doesn't make it any less good. And I'm not a drinker, but as far as like alcohol and anything concerned, I don't think I like vodka. But it's pretty interesting, you know, as a sauce for a pizza. It's going to go very well. It's going together very well with the pepperoni and the cheese. So I mean, no complaints here. One day I am going to make a homemade pizza on the channel, or I plan to, with homemade dough and stuff like that. But now it's not time for that. I don't know how I can describe the sauce though. I never had vodka sauce before. There is like a garlic undertone that comes with the sauce, but it's not all throughout, you know. But you can taste the garlic in it. I also want to use this for like an actual pasta, right? Like a chicken and sausage pasta with garlic vodka sauce. It would be pretty good. I can't really describe it, but it's good. The brand is Bertoli, I think it is. I wanted to believe that the Rouse brand of like sauce and all that kind of stuff was good, but it's kind of not. If I remember correctly, the Rouse frozen pizza, I don't think I really liked it too much either. So I'd give it an 8 out of 10. The only flavored water that I like to drink, clear American, blue raspberry. Now let's try the cheese one. I put extra cheese. So the cheese is a pizza blend, which is like a low skim, or part skim, low moisture, mozzarella, and mild cheddar, I think it was. Then I added feta cheese and the Parmesan Romano. So let's see. But originally, I was just gonna make them both pepperonis, but I was like, nah, 'cause I really do like a good cheese pizza, and plus I'm making it myself, so there's no reason why I won't be fire. 'Cause I hate that cheese pizza is a style of pizza that exists, but most places are kind of skimpy with the cheese, and it's like you're eating pizza crust with cheese on it, not actual cheese pizza. Now with all these cheeses, the vodka sauce, I feel like doesn't come through as well. I guess pepperoni had an element that helped bring it out, whereas this is just a bunch of cheese, so it's there and it's good, but it's not wowing me, you know? But don't you just love when you have like a cheese pizza and it actually has cheese on it? I used to think cheese pizza as a kid was like the most diabolical thing ever because it's like, where's the pepperoni at? You know? I want to say I was in my 20s when I realized the magic of cheese pizza. Thanks to Domino's and thanks to Marco's. Because when you have a cheese pizza that really has cheese, like a good bit of cheese, where you know you're eating a cheese pizza, it's fire. I feel some of the way with mac and cheese. Like some people, they make mac and cheese and they barely put any kind of cheese in there. It's mostly just pasta noodles, you know, some kind of like sauce. I need that cheese, you know. I don't think I'm at the level yet where I can say I like a cheese pizza more than a pepperoni pizza. But if that was to ever come, it's definitely not going to come from something like this. It'll have to be like at a Domino's or a Marco's. So I'm going back to intermittent fasting because the other morning I stepped on the scale and I saw a number I didn't think I wanted to ever see again. And it's not right. I meant to say I saw a number that I didn't want to see again. I didn't think I would see again. So, but this is a perfect time to prove that you can make videos like this and you can still lose weight. I don't think a lot of people really understand how like powerful intermittent fasting and just fasting in general really is. So, because for me, one of the things that helped me be able to do it was the fact that I wasn't depriving myself of the things I like to eat, right? I know how I can get. Sometimes I just really crave, my craving for like sweets or certain things is just too strong sometimes and it's hard to resist. So rather than sitting and say, oh, I'm gonna go a whole month without eating such and such and everything, we all know that's not gonna happen. I can't do it personally, to be honest. And I feel like at those kind of moments, if you do manage to go a certain amount of time without eating candy or sweets or whatever, and then you do it, you go overboard. I've done that before too. So finding a good kind of balance for me, because everybody's different, right, is the key to being able to do it and be successful. And if y'all don't believe me, I have 2 years worth of videos, and there was a point in time where you could look at me and tell that I was skinnier than this, right? Still a big dude, but I definitely was smaller than I am now. So and I was already still very much so doing YouTube videos months, and I was actually eating worse than this because I would sit there and be eating damn near all of it, and I was doing that every day. So, but it also makes sense because if I'm doing my part of not eating all day, right? So I'm going the whole day hungry. And if I'm setting up for the truck, like if it's my day to set up for the truck or whatever, and you know, you're moving pallets, you're dropping pallets down and stuff like that, you're lifting pallets up, and that's physical activity. People may doubt me and they think that I'm full of crap, but I've done it before. So you'll see. Because those more strict, boring diets where you got to eat the chicken and the broccoli and all that other kind. First of all, I don't like broccoli, so we can start there. But those kind of diets don't ever work for me. I quit in the first couple of days, even if it was something that I actually would like to eat. It'll get boring way too quick. You know, I understand some people say, "Oh well, you got cheat days." That's true, but even that can't really help you, right? I feel like if every day is kind of like a cheat day, for me, my personal experience, it just makes it a lot more enjoyable because I don't feel like, oh man, I got to stop eating this till I got to wait till such and such. Nah, because it's also about moderation. I don't drink my calories, and that was another problem that was helping me kind of creep back up to this weight. Sometimes I would drink something that wasn't 0 calories and everything, and lo and behold, I think people be playing when they talk about don't drink your calories. That's a real deal. That's actually a lesson that I was learning when I was still working at McDonald's, but I didn't understand it at first. So I will challenge myself though. Whenever I eat pizzas, right, moving forward, to not eat pepperoni. That's my favorite kind of pizza. Everybody knows that. That's also one of the worst toppings because pepperoni is mostly pork, and pork is very fatty and you know. So, but I could do a Philly cheesesteak pizza or like a beef pizza or something like that. I could do that. And I'll say this: I'm not saying that I won't ever get a pepperoni pizza or a pizza with pepperonis, bacon, and sausage or whatever the case may be. But it's not gonna be my go-to option like it's always been. The safest bet would logically be cheese because but if I'm at Little Caesars, I'm not getting a cheese pizza. So I wouldn't put this over a frozen pizza though. Like it's good, but it's not like you know. And now that it's starting to get cold, it just isn't as good. I'm about to tap out. My jaw's starting to hurt. And even though I got one slice left, like I said, it's you see the cheese and everything starting to solidify. And then it's the pre-packaged cheese, so of course it's not gonna be as good. So if I'm being honest, I don't want to eat it no more. I'll finish this little slice and but thank y'all for watching my video. I love y'all and appreciate y'all. Until next time, peace out.